So the first thing we're going to do is log in up to the top right hand side with your username and your password as provided. Click on login. Now you can see your students listed on the right hand side. Up the top you can access their student marks. Down the bottom you can access the training plan to sign the students off. So we'll go in and have a look at a student. These are the results for the student or the apprentice. You can see there, it gives a running total. You can see the units that the students completed. I have the green completion background there. So that lists all the units and the students' current progress and if they've completed or not. We'll just go back up to the top. You can access all your students' info there from the left-hand side. So we're just going to go back over to the top and go back to the original screen we looked at. And you can see now we've gone from the top. Now we're going to go to the bottom. This is where you actually do the training plan sign off. So we've gone in there. So now you can see all your apprentices and their progress so far on the bottom. Over on the left, there's some instructions on what you actually need to do. And then further on the left, down the page, are all the contact details for the teachers. So you can contact any one of us as required. So this time, we're going to go in and have a look at a particular training plan for one of your apprentices. You can see there, all the units are listed, and they're listed in groups of 6-monthly intervals. So that's the 0 to 6 month units for the apprentice. That's the 6 to 12 months, 12 to 18 months, and so on. That's another 6 months further down the track. Another 6 months worth of units. And in the last year, there's only one unit for the 6 months before the end, and then there's the capstone right at the end. So that's all the units for the qualification for the apprentice. Now within each one of those, within each unit, you can see there's a spot where we actually deem the student to be satisfactorily complete. That's the top part. You can't edit that. That's where we put in the pass or fail. The one that we need you guys to edit is the bottom one. Now that one's already been signed off. So as we were playing around with this, we've signed that one off. This one here is an example of what it would look like. So this one has the satisfactory completed, the RTO component, but the employer hasn't actually signed off that apprentice as being competent in the unit. So we click on it, choose yes. We've got to be careful here that we save it. So at the moment that's not saved. You can go up the top and you can actually turn the comments on, or you can turn the date that it was signed on. So let's just add a comment to that. If you go back down, you'll notice that the field is now actually empty. So that means that we're going to have to put it in again because we didn't save it the first time. But you'll also notice now, so we'll save that again. But now you notice we have the tab open and we can actually write a comment. And we would encourage you to write some sort of comment there. It just makes the training plan look more interactive. And it's good. You can write a note to your student and the student can see it. Or to your apprentice. He can see or she can see the note that you've left. And then I've clicked save down the bottom. Once that's been saved, the comment will now be viewable. And you'll also notice, besides the comment being there, you actually can't change the competency mark. It says yes, and they're now competent in that unit as far as the employer is concerned. You can also turn on the dates. If you turn the dates on, you can see that'll tell you which employer signed off and on what date. And we use that information to populate the training plan for the actual sign-off by the employer. So that's what that looks like. Just turn the dates back off, and we've gone back to just the comments. That shows you the overall progression of your apprentice through the qualification. And if you click on this one here, you can actually see all of your apprentices. There's a couple of ways to get to this information. So I've got 2 apprentices registered against my employer status here, and I can change between apprentices and have a look at what's actually going on. The apprentice can also see this information, so they can see what you have and haven't signed. An easy way to get to your apprentices for the checklist here, the training plan checklist, is to click over on the right hand side, and you can swap between however many apprentices you actually have. If you only have one, nice and easy, but if you've got half a dozen, then you can easily access those there. The topper one there, that's for accessing the results that we showed you earlier. So you can see the results for the students, and you can also go in and then sign them off all in one spot.